Hello children, welcome to your English grammar lesson on direct and indirect speech part 2. In the previous video, you briefly noticed the areas of changes in the indirect speech. Here in this lesson, we will be able to know the detailed changes in tense, adverbials, modals, demonstratives and pronouns in indirect speech. Here we will see other areas of changes in indirect speech. Firstly, let's begin with aspects of tense and time. We have noticed that when a statement in direct speech is changed into a that clause, in indirect speech, the conjunction that is usually left out in conversation and in formal writings. Here are some sentences for you to mark the changes in other aspects of tenses like present progressive, present perfect, present perfect progressive. Now, mark the example number 1. It is in present progressive in direct speech and it changes to past progressive in indirect speech. Now, look at example number 2. Here, present perfect changes to past perfect, and in example number 3, the present perfect progressive changes to past perfect progressive. So, we must agree that in the above cases, when the repeating verbs are in past tense, the present tense verbs in direct speech are changed to their corresponding past tense forms in indirect speech. Their corresponding past tense forms. Present progressive is changed to past progressive. Present perfect is changed to past perfect. Present perfect progressive is changed to past perfect progressive. This is corresponding past. Now, let's see the changes in tense and aspect when the direct speech is in past tense. Children, look at the example here. The past simple tense verbs posted and took have been changed to had posted and had taken. That is their past perfect tense forms, because the actions of posting the letter and taking it have taken place before the time of saying. However, the past simple form of the verb remains unchanged if the statements are relevant or true at the time of reporting. Now, mark the example in box 3. Here, in the sentence, India became independent on 15th August 1947. The verb became remains unchanged. Became remains unchanged. And in the other example, was remains unchanged, following the same principle. Now, look at these examples. Here, you can see two actions taking place at the same time in the direct speech. So, tense of the verbs remains unchanged in indirect speech. Now, look at these examples now. These are a few examples of if or conditional clause and a time clauses. Here, no change of tense takes place when we turn a direct speech into indirect speech. Now, look at these examples in box 6. These are very easy. Here, past perfect and past perfect progressive tense form do not change in indirect speech. Only past progressive form has changed into past perfect progressive form. Now, look at box number 7 and mark the changes of adverbials. Modal verbs in indirect speech. Okay, children, in the next classes, we will see how other three types of simple sentences like interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentences are turned into indirect speech. Okay? Thank you.